Hello, welcome to the fourth unit, multivariable differential calculus and function optimization. So, in this unit, the first topic we are going to see is partial differentiation. So, we often come across quantities which depends on two or more variables. For example, if you see area of a rectangle whose length is x and breadth is y. So A equals to xy. So here area is a function of two variables here. So area is depending on these two variables x and y. Similarly, volume of a parallelly piped of length x, breadth y and height z is v equals to xyz. So it is a function of three independent variables. Similarly, velocity of a fluid particle, if you consider a fluid particle in space, then it is a function of four variables. So it depends on the position x, y, z as well as the time. Okay, so it is a function of four variables. So like that we can find a number of examples which are depending on two variables, three variables, four variables like that. Okay, so now first we'll see. So our interest is function of two variables. So we'll see what is meant by the function of two variables here. So a symbol z which has a definite value for every pair of values x and y is called a function of two independent variables x and y, and it is denoted by z equals to f of x comma y. So such a function can be visualized as a surface in three dimensions. So if you look at this example, z equals to root of 9 minus x square minus y square. So z is a function of two independent variables x and y. So what it represents is, it represents a surface in three dimensions, which is nothing but the equation of the sphere it is. So it is a sphere in three dimensions. Next, partial derivatives. So in mathematics, sometimes the function depends on two or more variables. In this case, the concept of partial derivative arises. Generally, partial derivatives are used in vector calculus and differential geometry. Let f of xy be a function of two independent variables x and y. So if you keep this y as constant and vary x alone, then z becomes a function of x only. So the derivative of z with respect to x treating y as constant is called partial derivative of z with respect to x. So symbolically it is denoted by dou z by dou x or z sub x or f sub x or dou f by dou x. Any one of these four notations we can use, and is defined as dou z by dou x equals to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h comma y minus f of x comma y by h. Similarly, the derivative of z with respect to y treating x as constant is denoted by dou z by dou y or z sub y or f sub y or dou f by dou y, and is defined as dou z by dou y equals to, in the similar way, limit k tends to 0 f of x comma y plus k minus f of x comma y by k. So here dou z by dou x and dou z by dou y, they are called the first order partial derivatives of z. What is this partial differentiation? Is nothing but it is the process of finding the partial derivatives only. So some more notations we'll see. So we have seen already the first order partial derivatives. So these are the second order partial derivatives of z equals to f of x comma y. So this is z double subscript xx. The meaning of this notation is dou square z by dou x square, which is, we can write it as dou by dou x of dou z by dou x. Similarly, z sub yy, z sub xy and z sub yx. So these are known as the crossed or mixed partial derivatives. Z sub xy, z sub yx, these are known as crossed or mixed partial derivatives. So they are equal. So the crossed or mixed partial derivatives are, in general, they are equal. Now we'll see some problems. So u is given 1 by root x square plus y square plus z square, and x square plus y square plus z square is not equals to 0, and we have to show that dou square u by dou x square plus dou square u by dou y square plus dou square u by dou z square equals to 0. So what is u? U is this one. So we taken this to the numerator. So it became x square plus y square plus z square whole power minus 1 by 2. So in order to calculate dou square u by dou x square, the second order derivative, first we require the first order derivative. So we are calculating u sub x, which is known as dou u by dou x. So this we can write it as minus 1 by 2 x square plus y square plus z square whole power minus 1 by 2 minus 1 is minus 3 by 2 for the internal function 2x. So 2 gets cancelled. So that x we brought in front here minus x into x square plus y square plus z square whole power 3 by 2. Now one more time we have to do this one. So now we can apply the product rule. So this minus is outside. So first I kept this as it is. So for x it is 1 plus next x is as it is. For this the differentiation is minus 3 by 2 into x square plus y square plus z square whole power minus 3 by 2 minus 1, which is minus 5 by 2. Next for the internal function we are doing with respect to x, therefore it is 2x. Now if you simplify this minus this whole thing, so here 2 gets cancelled, this is minus 3x, so it becomes plus 3x square because one more x is available here, so 3x square. So if you take out this x square plus y square plus z square minus 5 by 2 as common, then we will get here minus x square plus y square plus z square. So 3x square minus of this becomes this one. So this is u sub xx. Similarly, u sub yy you can calculate, u sub zz. So if you add all this, right, in all this term is common. So we taken this outside. So we written the remaining terms in brackets. And if you observe here, all these are cancelled. Here 2x square minus x square minus x square. So these two becomes minus 2x square plus 2x square gets cancelled. So like that whole this expression is cancelled, so which is 0. So that is the first problem. Next, if you see u equals to tan inverse x by y, then show that the mixed partial derivatives are equal. So dou square u by dou x dou y is same as dou square u by dou y dou x. So what is u? U is tan inverse of x by y. So dou u by dou x. So 1 by 1 plus x square. So instead of x square, x by y is there whole square. Now for this internal function with respect to x, 1 by y. So if you take LCM, this becomes y square plus x square. This y square comes to the numerator, 1y is cancelled. In the similar way, you can write dou u by dou y as minus x by x square plus y square. Next, we require dou square u by dou x dou y. So dou square u by dou x dou y, or we can calculate first dou square u by dou y dou x, which we can write it as dou by dou y of dou u by dou x. Dou u by dou x already we calculated, we substituted here. Now we have to do one more time with respect to y. So we applied here quotient rule. So x square plus y square whole square, x square plus y square as it is. For y it is 1 minus y as it is. For x square plus y square 2y. So if you simplify this, you will get x square minus y square by x square plus y square whole square. So in the similar way, dou square u by dou x dou y. So clearly both are same. Next, if z is function of x plus ay plus y equals to some function of x minus ay, then prove that dou square z by dou y square is a square dou square z by dou x square. So z is this one. So first we will calculate z sub x. So what is z sub x? F dash of x plus ay. For x plus ay, we are doing with respect to x, therefore it is 1 plus y dash of x minus ay. For x minus ay with respect to x, it is 1. Now one more time with respect to x, then this becomes f double dash of x plus ay plus y double dash of x minus ay. Now with respect to y, if you do this one, this becomes f dash of x plus ay into a plus y dash of x minus ay into minus a. So that is written here. So minus a. One more time if you do, f double dash of x plus ay. For x plus ay, a will come outside. Similarly, here one more a will come outside. That a and already a is there. Overall a square will come. So dou square z by dou y square is clearly a square. So what is this one? Dou square z by dou x square, because this is same as this one. So dou square z by dou x square. Next, if x is r cos theta, y is r sin theta, show that 1 by r dou x by dou theta is r times dou theta by dou x. What is given? X is r cos theta, y is r sin theta. Now first dou x by dou theta. So we are doing x with respect to theta, then this becomes r is as it is for cos theta minus r sin theta. So next we have to do dou theta by dou x. For that we require theta. So to calculate theta, we are using the given relation. So x is r cos theta, y is r sin theta. So from this, what is tan theta is y by x, theta is tan inverse of y by x. So we require dou theta by dou x. So dou theta by dou x is dou by dou x of theta is this one. So tan inverse x formula is 1 by 1 plus x square. So in this case, 1 by 1 plus instead of x, y by x is there, y by x square. So for y by x minus y by x square, because we are doing with respect to x. So if you simplify this, x square gets cancelled. So x square plus y square minus y. So minus y by, what is x square plus y square from this relation? R square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta, which is r square. So what is y? Y is r sin theta. So r sin theta by r square. R gets cancelled. You will get this one. Therefore, 1 by r, this one, 1 by r dou x by dou theta equals to 1 by r dou x by dou theta is this one, minus r sin theta. So that r we written outside, minus sin theta by r. What is minus sin theta by r? Just now we got dou theta by dou x. So that is 7. So the next problem is, if x power x, y power y, z power z is c, show that dou square z by dou x dou y is this expression if x is equals to y equals to z. So this is given. So we'll apply logarithm on both sides. Then x log x plus y log y plus z log z equals to c. So we are doing first differentiation with respect to x. Then this is x into log x is 1 by x gets cancelled, plus next log x will be as it is, right? So for x it is 1. So that is here it is. So 1 plus log x plus, because we are doing with respect to x, this is 0. So z log z is z log z is as it is. For z it is 1 plus z log z is 1 by z gets cancelled. For z it is dou z by dou x. So from this we got dou z by dou x is this one. Similarly, if you differentiate with respect to y, you will get dou z by dou y is this one. Now differentiate equation 3, this one, with respect to x. Then dou square z by dou y square, dou square z by dou x dou y equals to dou y dou x of this one. Because we are doing with respect to x, 1 plus log y is constant, write it outside. So this becomes minus 1 by 1 plus log z whole square. For 1 plus log z, 1 by z, because for log 1, for 1 it is 0, for log z it is 1 by z and dou z by dou x. So putting the value of dou z by dou x from 2. So dou z by dou x value we know. So that we are substituting here. Instead of dou z by dou x, we substituted here. So this, if you simplify, minus into minus plus 1 plus log y by z into 1 plus log z whole square. So dou z by dou x value is substituted. So further, if you simplify this, minus 1 plus log x into 1 plus log y by z into 1 plus log z whole cube. Now at x equals to y equals to z, so instead of y, we are substituting x, instead of z, we are substituting x. Therefore, this becomes, after cancellation, minus 1 by x into 1 plus log x. So minus 1 by 1 can be written as log e, because log e base e is 1. So minus 1 by x log ex. So the whole thing goes to the numerator, it becomes minus 1. So these are the simple problems. So geometrically, what is this? We see geometrical interpretation of partial derivative. So if p of xyz, so let me reduce this a little bit font. So if p of xyz be the coordinates of a point referred to axis ox, oy, oz, then the equation z equals to f of xy, what this represents is a surface. So if you look at this picture here, right? So this is the surface, z equals to f of xy. Now we want to talk about dou z by dou x. So what is dou z by dou x is here, right? So then the equation z equals to f of xy represents a surface. So let a plane y equals to b. So if you take a plane y equals to b, which is parallel to xoz plane, right? So let a plane y equals to b parallel to the xz plane passing through a point P. So cutting the surface along the curve APB. given by z equals to, what is this curve? Z equals to f of x comma b. So as y remains equals to b and x varies, then p moves along the curve APB. So and dou z by dou x is the ordinary derivative now, because here it is y is not changing, it is depending only on x and it looks like a ordinary derivative. So hence dou z by dou x at this point P is the tangent of the angle which the tangent at P to the curve of intersection of the surface z equals to f of xy by a plane P parallel to the plane xyz. So makes an angle which makes a line parallel to the x-axis. So that is the meaning of dou z by dou x. So similarly dou z by dou y. It is very simple here. This is a surface. We are taking a plane parallel to this XOZ plane, and this is cutting this plane. Therefore, we are going to get APB, this curve. So on this curve, y is fixed and only x varies. So that is what the dou z by dou x. So at this point, if you take a tangent and the slope of this is nothing but the dou z by dou x. I hope you understood this. So I am Srikanth Reddy. Thanks for watching. So we will meet you in the next video.